Good morning, Ryan W. This is Bobby W.
Good hug.
Today's May 27th. Welcome to Weaved Web Recovery. I'm going to start with just for today. The decision to ask for God's help is our greatest source of strength and courage. Basic text, page 26. A challenge is anything that dares us to succeed. Things new and unfamiliar serve as challenges, whether those things appear good or bad to us. We are challenged by obstacles and opposition from within ourselves and from without. New and difficult things, obstacles and opposition, all are part of life on life's terms. Living clean means learning to meet challenges. Many of us consciously or unconsciously took drugs to avoid meeting challenges. Many of us were equally afraid of failure and success. Each time we declined the day's challenge, we suffered a loss of self-esteem. Some of us used drugs to mask the shame we felt. Each time we did that, we became even less able to meet our challenges and more likely to use. By working the NA program, we've found the tools we need to successfully meet any challenge. We've come to believe in a power greater than ourselves, a power that cares for our will and our lives. We've asked that power to remove our character defects, those things that made our lives unmanageable. We've taken action to improve our conscious contact with that higher power through the steps. We've been given the ability to stop using drugs and start living. Each day we are faced with new challenges, and each day through working our program of recovery, we are given the grace to meet those challenges. Just for today, I'll ask my higher power to help me squarely meet today's challenge. All right, we'll read 24 hours a day. In 12th step work, the fifth thing is continuance. Continuance means our staying with prospects after they have started on the new way of living. We must stick with them and not let them down. We must encourage them to go to meetings regularly for fellowship and help. They will learn that keeping sober is a lot easier in the fellowship of others who are trying to do the same thing. We must continue to help prospects by going to see them regularly or telephoning them or writing them so that they don't get out of touch with AA. Continuance means good sponsorship. Do I care enough about other alcoholics to continue with them as long as necessary? Meditation for the day. Every strong and beautiful flower must have a strong root in the ground. It must send a root down so that it may be rooted and grounded, while at the same time it sends a shoot up to the flower that shall gladden the world. Both growths are necessary. Without a strong root, it would soon wither. The higher the growth upward, the deeper must be the rooting. My life cannot flower into success and helpfulness unless it is rooted in a strong faith. Or unless it feels deeply secure in the goodness and purpose of the universe. Prayer for the day. I pray that my life may deeply be rooted in faith. I pray that I may feel deeply secure. All right. Today's thought. No maudlin guilt. Day by day we try to move a little toward God's perfection, so we need not be consumed by maudlin guilt, as Bill sees it, page 15. When I first discovered there is not a single don't in the 12 steps of AA, I was disturbed because this discovery swung open a giant portal. Only then was I able to realize what AA is for me. There you go. So today's readings are more about helping others as a sponsor. And last couple of days I've been seeing a lot of these types of readings where they talk about helping other prospects. I don't know why that is, but I feel like, and I've said this, I think I said this 2 days ago, is I've moved into being available for others and away from, being helpless and looking for help, being the newcomer. So these messages are coming to me today, hey, it's time to help others. That's kind of what I'm getting, in these readings. And I haven't been through all the 12 steps, so I know I need to get through those in order to do that. So for me, I got to work with my sponsor and find the time to do that. But yeah, every day I keep getting the messages, and the readings are telling me, do for others, share for others, help for others, because it's my turn to add value to the newcomer as opposed to being the newcomer. So it's, as I finish out my first year of sobriety, I think that's what I got to focus on in my next year.
Yeah.
So, how you doing today?
I'm doing good. You remember that cartoon or that TV commercial used to say, "I think I can." A little engine that could.
Yeah.
I think I can. I think I
Yeah.
can. And then they begin to say, "I know I can. I know I
Yeah.
can." So I want to read this quote. It says, "Don't let what I can't do stop me from doing what I can do."
Right.
And even though you say that you might not have the full year yet, but you still got the ability to serve and to help.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yesterday I went to a meeting that shared at this hospital setting called Pathways, right?
Mm-hmm.
And just to see the joy on their face when I began to speak, right? Or when my partner was speaking, right? And it was like, wow, you know what I mean? I was serving, let me say it that way. I
Right.
was serving so I can, right, do some good, even with my bad. And so I want to think about the Just for the Day and stuff like that. And it says that, remember, right? The challenges, right? So I'm telling them about my past challenges and how it served me today to be in front of them. So you're talking about service. Your sponsor is serving you. Now you get to serve others, right? And then we talking about the great sponsor, which I think is God, the higher power, right? I always want to go there with it, right?
Great sponsor. I
You
love
stop it, right? So I'm just thinking on how good it is that, if I could remember, right? Look, to me, the greatest force in the universe is the remembrance of God. So when I remember God, right, in any situation that I'm in, right, look, if I'm doing bad, I can stop and start doing good. If I'm doing good, it can be enhanced just because I remember Him, right? So when I remember the challenges that I went through, that I got through them, that I was able to help somebody else, which includes me, right? It goes to say that, I'm challenged with life. But I overcome challenges when I go through them and don't run from them, right? Being vulnerable, like we talked about the other day, the fear of, oh man, look, the fear of how they're going to respond to me when I come to sit in front of them like I'm just like you. And I always tell them I sit in your seat all the time. I'm always, what we said the other day, a newcomer, right? I'm a newcomer for life, right? In life, I'm always a newcomer because it's a new day, new hour, new challenge, new opportunity. A new a speed bump.
Right.
It's always something new. And if I look at it that way, it's a challenge for me to overcome, a hurdle for me to jump over. Right. Like we talked about before, saying it down. Let me know about myself because you can help me help myself.
Yeah.
So serving, don't forget, always remember. I want to think about that, Brian. So I just wanted to say that, to the audience that if we can just remember that we can get through the challenges and to serve wholeheartedly, holistically.
Yeah.
Thanks for letting me share.
Awesome. All right, guys. Thanks for subscribing. Just remember to hit that bell at the top of your screen because when we post new videos, it'll automatically let you know.
Yeah.
Thanks to everybody. We love you guys. Have a great Memorial Day weekend.